Something is shifting in DC and I can feel it. We've waited years for this franchise to stop being a footnote and start being a force. There is a specific name floating around that could change the entire trajectory of Jayden Daniels' rookie season. But before we dive into this bombshell, I need your help. This channel is built by the fans for the fans. We are chasing a goal of 500 subscribers to keep this dream alive. Please hit that button and help us build this community. For the real Commanders faithful, let's talk about a potential homecoming. It's time. The name that is currently sending shockwaves through the DMV is Stefon Diggs. It might sound like a wild dream, because he has been a superstar for other franchises, but the reality is starting to stare us in the face. Diggs is originally from Gaithersburg, Maryland. He grew up only 30 minutes away from our stadium. After being released by the New England Patriots and finally clearing his legal hurdles in court, he is sitting there as one of the most intriguing free agents on the market. Think about what this move could mean for our team identity. We already have Terry McLaurin, the captain and the undisputed soul of this roster. But we all know that Terry has carried this heavy weight alone for far too long. Many fans are looking at Antonio Williams, our third-round pick, and hoping he is the immediate answer. Others are looking at Treylon Burks and hoping for a career revival. But hope is not a sustainable strategy when you have a rookie quarterback like Jayden Daniels to protect. Bringing in a player of Diggs' caliber is not just about adding raw talent. It is about fundamentally changing the gravity of the entire offense. Last year in New England, even at 32 years old, the guy proved he was still an absolute machine on the field. He caught 85 passes for over 1,000 yards and 4 touchdowns. That is legitimate WR1 production while only playing just over half of the team's offensive snaps. Imagine that kind of reliability paired with Jayden's explosive arm. The buzz is getting louder because the Commanders have yet to fill what many analysts call the biggest hole on the roster. We have seen the front office linked to various wideouts throughout the offseason, but nothing has truly stuck yet. Diggs coming home feels different than a standard signing. It feels like the kind of calculated move a franchise makes when they are done being mediocre and want to be dangerous. There is a hidden pressure within the building to ensure that Jayden does not struggle the way other rookie quarterbacks have because they lacked weapons. We cannot let that happen in Washington. If Diggs is truly available on a short-term deal, the conversation shifts from rebuild to results immediately. Let's be real about the risks because we have all seen the national headlines. Diggs has a reputation for being fiery, and sometimes that internal fire has burned his own locker room. We are in a fragile place right now in Washington. Dan Quinn and Adam Peters are trying to wash away years of toxic culture. Do you bring in a lightning rod like Diggs and risk the chemistry? That is the question keeping fans up at night. But then you look at the alternative. If we go into the season relying entirely on a rookie and guys who have not proven they can stay healthy or consistent, we are playing a dangerous game with Jayden Daniels' development. A rookie quarterback's confidence is everything in this league. If he is throwing to guys who cannot create separation, the hits start piling up and the mistakes follow quickly. Diggs is an elite route runner. He is someone who knows how to get open when the play breaks down. That is a security blanket that does not just help the stats, it helps the psyche of the entire organization. The roster impact would be massive. It would push everyone down one spot into roles they are more suited for. Antonio Williams would not have the pressure of being the savior. He could just learn and grow. The depth chart suddenly looks like a contender's depth chart. There is this tension between wanting to stay young and wanting to win now. But the Super Bowl window for a team with a rookie quarterback contract is actually right now. You have the cap space. You have the location advantage. Why would you not take the swing? The concern is always there, though. We have seen high-profile signings fail in DC before. We have seen the dream team approach crumble into pieces. But Diggs is not just a name. He is a producer. He is coming off a 1,000-yard season. This is not a veteran looking for a final paycheck. It is a local kid who wants to prove he is still that guy. The pressure on the front office is mounting because the fans can see the path. We see the legal issues are finally behind him. We see the release was about their rebuild, not his talent. It is lining up. But this is where things change for the Washington Commanders. This is not just about one wide receiver. This is about the statement this franchise is making to the rest of the NFL. For decades, we were the place where careers went to die. We were the team that overpaid for names and got zero results. Signing Stefon Diggs on a one-year, prove-it deal would signal that the power dynamic has shifted. It means players want to come here. It means the DMV connection actually matters again. And that is the biggest question facing Adam Peters right now. Is he willing to take a calculated risk to give his young quarterback the best possible chance? Because this could become something much bigger than just a few wins. This is about creating an explosive offense that scares defensive coordinators. When you have McLaurin and Diggs on the field at the same time, you cannot double-team both. You cannot stack the box against the run. It opens up every single layer of the playbook for Cliff Kingsbury. The emotional escalation here is real. We are talking about a guy who brings championship experience, even if he has not hoisted the trophy yet. He knows what it looks like to be in the hunt every January. That is an energy this young locker room needs. Think about the intensity in practice. Think about Diggs pushing these young corners every single day. The implications go far beyond the Sunday box score. It is about setting a standard of excellence. If we stay content with what we have, we are essentially saying we are okay with a learning year. But why wait? The NFC East is always up for grabs. The Cowboys and Eagles have their own issues. There is a vacuum at the top, and a move like this could be the catalyst that pulls the Commanders into that conversation. It is a gamble, yes. Everything in the NFL is a gamble. But the risk of doing nothing and watching Jayden Daniels struggle for targets is a much scarier scenario for this fan base. We have seen that movie before, and we know how it ends. This time, it feels like the script is being rewritten. The tension is palpable, because we know the interest is likely there. I am going to be honest with you guys, this actually worries me a little bit, but in the best way possible. I am worried because for the first time in a long time, I actually have high expectations. I really like this move for so many reasons. Seeing a local guy like Stefon Diggs come back home to lead this new era, that is the kind of story that sells out stadiums. But I also think fans should pay attention to the subtle details. This is not the old Washington way of throwing money at a problem. A one-year deal protects the team. It keeps the hunger alive in the player. I have watched Diggs' career closely, and when he has a chip on his shoulder, he is arguably a top 5 talent in this league. He was acquitted of those charges. He is healthy, and he is clearly looking to silence the critics who say he is too old or too difficult. That is the kind of player I want in my corner. I want someone who feels like they have something to prove, just like this entire franchise does. This could be incredible. Imagine the first touchdown pass from Jayden to Diggs at home. The roof would come off that place. But on the flip side, we have to be prepared if it does not happen. If the front office decides the chemistry is not worth the risk, we have to trust their vision. It is a delicate balance of hope and concern. I love what Terry McLaurin brings to the table, but he needs a partner in crime. He needs someone who can take the heat off him so he can truly shine. Diggs is that guy. He is the veteran presence that can mentor the young guys while still taking over a game in the fourth quarter. I am cautiously optimistic because this feels like a new Commanders type of move. It is aggressive, it is smart, and it is focused on the future of our franchise quarterback. We have spent so much time looking at what other teams are doing, wondering when it would be our turn to be the aggressors. It feels like that time is finally here. Whether it is Diggs or someone else, the message is clear. The story is not over yet, and that is the most exciting part. We are standing at a crossroads. One path leads to the same old conservative approach, hoping that mid-tier talent and rookies can carry the load. The other path. It is bold. It is a homecoming for a superstar who still has plenty of gas in the tank. The future is uncertain, and the next few weeks as we head into the thick of the offseason programs will be telling. Will Adam Peters pull the trigger? Will Stefon Diggs choose to come home and cement his legacy by helping rebuild this iconic franchise? The tension is real, and the implications for Jayden Daniels and this entire offense are massive. We could be looking at the birth of the next great NFL duo, or we could be left wondering what if. I want to hear from you. Do you think bringing Diggs home is the missing piece for this Super Bowl window? Or is the risk to our new culture too high? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because this is where the conversation really starts. Don't forget to like this video, and seriously, help us hit that 500 subscriber goal. We are building something special here for the Commanders faithful, and your support means everything. The season is approaching, the buzz is building, and I will be here every step of the way to break down what happens next. Stay loud, stay faithful, and let's see if the Commanders finally make the move we have all been waiting for.